making the invisible visible, Black women 365 days of the year. Each day will spotlight a remarkable woman whose story has shaped Black, British or global diasporic history. Women whose achievements are too often overlooked. Through these daily short films, we create a living, breathing archive of leadership, creativity, resistance and legacy. Let's begin.
My name's Chloe. I'm a DJ and presenter based in London. Music has always been a big part of my life, and about 5 years ago, or maybe 6 if you want to be technical, I started practicing to DJ and learning. I remember lockdown happened and I just decided to buy myself some decks and I started practicing at home in my bedroom. And then 9 months from then, I did my first ever gig. And next month, on the 20th of August, will be officially 5 years since my first ever DJ gig. And I play a lot of Caribbean music. So I've done carnivals such as Notting Hill. I recently done Munich Carnival. I've done events where I've played on sound systems. I've presented panels where we discuss the influence of Caribbean music on Black British history and just music in general. So yeah, I'm very passionate about my heritage and basically being able to be in spaces where I can share my music but also learn and be around people who want to absorb and get a bit more from the culture. So one thing that I think a lot of people don't realize with just being a freelancer in general is you're not just the thing that people see you as. So as much as I do a lot of DJing, there's all the behind the scenes stuff that people don't see. There's the admin, there's the chasing invoices, there's the social media, there's the content creation. And what I love about being in the space is the community. You'll find so many people that share similar interests to you, people that want to help you, and you meet other fantastic creatives that do all sorts of amazing things. And it's just nice to be in a space where, even though I'm a lover of music and I DJ, I might meet someone who's a videographer who is also passionate about Caribbean music or Caribbean heritage or Caribbean culture. And again, like, you can work together to build something. So I guess for me, what I hope to achieve at some point is just to create a space where there is that level of community and there is that sharing of experiences and cultures in a space, and yeah, pushing women and those in those spaces, basically. I think being a woman in my industry, maybe I would like more people to be aware of just my knowledge or understanding of music in the same way that a lot of people assume men already have or know. I think being a woman in the industry, you're often critiqued or you're looked at more because a lot of people assume that you can't do it or that you got to a certain space because of how you look or how you present yourself. So we do have to try a lot harder to prove ourselves. And I think one thing I would love people to know about me is that I have a very vast knowledge and understanding of music as a whole, not just one particular genre, but like multiple genres of music and how it's structured. And I studied music in school. I've played instruments, so I've done it all. So it's not just a case of, oh, I just want to be a DJ because it looks fun. I mean, obviously there is the fun side to it, but I think for me, it's more just, this isn't something that I woke up and was like, I want to do this because someone else is doing it. Of course, you see another woman being a DJ, killing it, and you think, I want to do that too. But for me, I've always loved music and I've always loved studying it and finding out more about it. So it wasn't just something that I woke up and decided I wanted to do. I've always wanted to be involved in music. So yeah, I guess that's something I want people to know, please. Oh, I'm probably the worst person to answer this question. In fact, this is some advice that someone else gave me. They suggested to write down everything that you've achieved. And whenever you're having a moment of self-doubt or you're feeling low or you're having a massive cry, which is something that I do every so often, just pick out one of your achievements from the jar and read it to yourself or write a diary. And I think in terms of allowing time to recover and recuperate and well-being, again, I feel like it's very hard as a DJ because your sleep pattern is completely all over the place. And recently where I've worked and DJ'd, I've just found it's really difficult to find the balance between having a healthy sleeping pattern, going to the gym, eating healthy, because, it's all a mess. So I don't actually have any good advice for anybody, because I'm probably the worst example of somebody who does like none of those things. But it is important to take time out for yourself. And even as a freelancer, take those days off. Even if you have a day off, sometimes it's worth not seeing your friends for that one day and just catching up on sleep, drinking your water, getting your vitamins in, going for a walk, be at one with nature.
Thank you for joining us for today's story. Making the Invisible Visible is our commitment to ensuring that Black women's histories and contributions are recognised, valued and kept in daily circulation. Across 2026, we will continue to share these powerful narratives, 365 days of impact, brilliance and inspiration. Stay connected, join the conversation and help us champion the women whose journeys continue to shape our world. I'm Paulette Brooks, and I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next story.